It's time for Peace and Riot. I'm Vinny Garanucci. You can call me the Nooch. And I'm joined by Alien Beard. We dabbled in some new medications. That's all. We'll just leave it at that there. Make sure you are hitting subscribe and having notifications on. Hitting like, too. Drop a comment on any of the subject matter that we dropped today. We'll ask a couple questions, too. We like to get content moving forward off you guys. It's always good information on it. Yeah. Catch me, the Nooch710 on Instagram. He's the Beard710. Peaceandriot.com.
I caught you.
Yeah, just no apostrophe, but peaceandriot.com. That domain has everything, all the old audio links and everything. This is like a stoner giggle fest about to happen.
Yeah. So I caught him because I happen to be the one in control of the start button over here.
Peaceandriot.com.
Check us out at peaceandriot.com. But so
subscribe on YouTube.
I'm over here by the start button, and I asked him if he was ready about 1,000 times until he was besides himself with maniacal laughter. And then as soon as he was in the middle of it, I just hit start and sat back, and that was our beginning. So he was about to
get an intro.
I've asked. It was in the middle of me asking him for the 100th time. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
We need to get a good intro. I actually know a couple.
We do need a good intro.
I don't even know yet, like an idea.
The last person we talked to just got incredibly busy. Life took off for them, so
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, life right now is crazy. Definitely check out if you subscribe and you have the notifications on. You'll get like our last COVID update one, our survival guide stuff, and our PSAs on mental health and all that stuff too. Twist, we try to keep it light. We try not to, we want everything positive and all that. What's not positive today is it's cold here, and
I think that's great. Don't tell me that's not positive.
I mean, for
love it.
You're a Viking. There's a literal drinking horn and axe and a knife with a little knife on it in this room. Like, there's a knife in a sheath, and inside that sheath, in case that knife's too big, there's a baby knife.
Yes.
Like this big.
Yeah.
It's solely a baby knife.
It's
like
not
if you have a baby
knife,
and you want to give them a baby
It's meant so you
knife.
can actually the handle is notched so that you can latch it to a small stick and use it for an arrow, or a large stick and use it for a spear.
Knife you would give to an infant.
It's meant for latching and using as an arrowhead. It's got a giant bar back.
Oh, and it's great at cutting seals off of concentrates.
Yeah, and it opens those little jars like nothing. Yep,
gone. So if you have any like tough things like that, you can get this giant Viking sword knife situation. So it rained here in Arizona, which isn't that crazy, but it hailed here where we're at. And then
super
it
drop in temperature.
Actually here in the valley, like Phoenix got snow. Mm-hmm. But you realize how much of an acclimated, I mean, the best word is bitch, from Cali life, where it drops below 60 here, and you're like, myself, I took a picture of hail. And I sent it to people, and they were like,
What are you doing?
Hail, like,
yeah.
Northern California gets snow. All my friends on East Coast, we got a lot of, where are you from? I think we have a ton of fans in Canada, in snowy regions.
I was born on a mountain in Michigan in July, and it was in the middle of a snowstorm.
Northern California, it was
in the middle of a snowstorm in July when I was born.
We had fair 4 seasons. So we didn't have an extreme any of the 4.
And so, but I've lived, because my dad was in the Navy, we were stationed on the coastline always growing up. So then the first 18 years, I'm on the water's edge, and I'm in Hawaii, I'm in Florida, I'm in San Diego. And so I see people who see snow for the first time, and they lose their shit. It happens every time.
It's insane.
I
had that wonderful Central Valley of like California, northern Central Valley, but snow was an hour and a half one way. Ocean was an hour and a half to the bay. Or I could go SoCal and surf. That was 4 hours.
Yeah.
Or you can go north, we had everything within reach, but we were landlocked. But I did have rivers and lakes and such. But, we didn't have hot summers. There'd be a few 100-degree days. We didn't have cold winters. There was a few winters here or there where it never snowed. It was always fair 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Here, it's hot as balls. Hotter than...
Hot.
I moved here in August of 04.
118.
Totally didn't understand. Drove all the way from Sacramento with all my stuff. Packed in the car. AC on. Stopped in LA. Drive here.
Yeah.
Opened the car when I looked at the place and everything, I think it was like February or March. Super nice. February, March here, it's like 80.
Yeah.
I open my car door and I'm like, what in the fuck did I just do? Not only that, but within the first 10 minutes of unpacking, I see my first scorpion ever in life. And I'm like,
Well,
what the fuck is this life I'm in? Yeah, no, and then I had kids, which was worse than the heat and the scorpion fucking dream crushers. No, I'm joking. I love them so much. I love them.
I had I was taking promotions I was in the medical field, and I had the option of choosing, amongst a myriad of facilities. And so I was spending the time kind of taking offers from Denver, Northern California, out here in Phoenix, one in Eastern San Diego, one in Alabama.
You made Eastern San Diego sound like it was like a super far remote region. It's
No.
San Diego, just east side of the city.
Yeah. But it's not like when you say San Diego, it's not what you picture. It's the antithesis of that. You know what I mean?
We lived in West Sacramento, which is not
the Sacramento everybody thinks of. Exactly. And so that's what I'm saying. When I say East County, there's a distinct difference between San Diego and East County, San Diego.
Yeah. Weather here fucks motherfuckers up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, roads closed. People here forget how, like, to drive immediately in this weather here.
Immediately.
You were like, oh, just get on the freeway, it's speed limit 65, probably go 55, 60, maybe.
They'll slam on their brakes for a 2-inch puddle, and they'll go flying through a fucking wash.
You see so many accidents.
For those that don't know, a wash is these giant cutouts here in the desert, because here in Arizona, we have to have these.
They drive through
So
them.
when the water does come flooding, it floods through these canals that'll take the water away from the city.
People drive fucking through
People will
these.
drive through this shit when it's flooding with water.
It's flood. Like, this city is definitely not built for water. I mean, the streets flood. You get a lot of the accidents.
We're a valley.
Of people catching the big puddles.
We're a valley.
They don't realize when the puddle comes out from the fucking curb, you don't go full speed, half in, half out.
The water can't go everywhere when you're in a valley.
I know.
The water all comes to the valley.
Their drivability here in these conditions, it's crazy. Snow hit and people went fucking berserk.
They go nuts.
Because
they'll slam the brakes to hit on it. Yeah. The smallest flex, and they'll slam on the brakes to pull over and look at it.
I mean, I took pictures of hail.
I didn't take any pictures, but for the first time, I would say this year, and I'm talking about the last 4 seasons, in the last 12 months, it's like the first time that the mountains have actually turned white.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see.
Finally.
It's a nice storm, too. We had to actually
it's a good little
tape a
storm out there.
recording twice today because
the storm was just kicking too hard.
Shaking the house.
The hail was kicking hard, the windows.
It was great, though. It was really great. That will be the downfall when the studio is mobile. Weather will get to us more.
Something like that will affect it, yeah.
Even though it'll be soundproof, this provides a pretty good barrier. And that was loud.
That was.
Scared the shit out of the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Which you feel bad for them, But, AZ living it's definitely different, from when I moved here in 2004 from California. It's changed so much. It was and I'll just use this reference not to get into politics of the state, but it'll give everybody, it was a very red state. Very. Now it's still, I like the ability to carry a firearm. I like the certain, but I'm also very happy that marijuana just became rec legal here. That's such a big thing.
There is such confusion over the fact that it's legal here, but not available everywhere yet. And so you have, we were at the dispensary
people
today.
Need to relax. These people that are legal got preemptive.
We were at the dispensary today. There's a sign on the door that says
4 signs. No recreational
sales.
Boom, boom. And this guy walks in and goes, you guys doing rec? No one answered for a while because everyone was like,
dude, bro, look around. It's on the he has to look past the sign that says no recreational sales at this location yet. And he has to look over that sign to ask the person if they do recreational sales.
You wonder, and the thing is, it's not in effect yet. So what everyone is they caught the drift of 30.
No, it is. Some places are
30 major dispensaries petitioned and were allowed to start because why not?
Because they're ready.
If it's already here, it's already that. The state gets to start making money. Feds everyone gets to start touching it.
They can be a pilot program for the state, whatever.
They've dotted everything and crossed everything to be in this list. They released those 30. If it's not one of those 30, you are on the waiting game like the rest of us.
Yep.
It's so weird that they have some that are preemptive like that because when you go and read the laws, they're so vague still.
They are.
They did update your possessions amounts and all that stuff too, which still is a little wonky. But the medical is different.
Yep.
We have more privileges and
We can get higher doses.
I would hope so.
We are allowed, one of the major factors for our state, and let us know down in the comments if
where
it's
you're
different
from,
for yours and
if
your
it's
state.
rec,
Yep.
which is
Because there's only
recreational and
4
legal.
states now that don't have a form of marijuana legalization, where it's not in medicinal studies, medicinal, or recreational. Because there's this whole stage of medicinal studies before it gets to medicinal
which is
use.
BS, which means the government only can make money on it and you can't.
Yes.
Yeah. They
Have to exhaust all the research and grant money they can get from the federal government first. Once they've done
what
that,
states are those? I don't know.
the 4 that are there.
I'm gonna guess. Do you know them?
I don't off the top of my head, but I want to say that one's Montana and the rest are around those regions.
I was gonna say Utah.
I don't know. I think you might be
Utah's
surprised.
They even have lower amounts of
I think
alcohol
you'd be surprised.
in there.
Though. Yeah,
All right, so
you have to look that one up. But so let us know down in the comments what your state is, what your level of that legalization is. So here we've been medicinal. We're switching to rec. One of the differences
Alabama,
is that that's a no-go all the way.
fully illegal.
Okay. Alabama's 1. So don't answer if you're from Alabama. What else you got?
No, there's a few that are illegal actually.
Check the date on your map as of the last round of voting. So while you look up
Last
details on
updated
that.
January 2021.
Okay.
Fully illegal.
Does that one have?
Idaho, fully illegal. No medicinal, no decriminalization. Wyoming, the same. Kansas,
Idaho, Wyoming, Kansas.
Tennessee, South Carolina, and Alabama. So there's 5.
Okay, so
six.
there's a
Sorry,
few.
6.
There's a few. Math and numbers.
Legalized, but then there's just decriminalized. There's medicinal,
Right.
medical, decriminalized, and legalized. There's a bunch of different ones.
And so there's a different medicinal studies category that's in there also that I think a couple of those are in, and that's the difference between the infographic we were each looking
But
at.
it's crazy that there's even states though that are.
It's not on the bus yet.
It's just
So,
insane.
We can go back into the actual dispensary where the weed is kept, like we can now, and look at the counter and go, okay, I want to try this one. Let's go ahead and get one of those. I'm going to get one of these. Whereas they have to all order by book or through the window or online. They don't get to go back where the weed is.
Right now.
The recreational won't be able to.
Why?
That's the
can't in
difference in the
Cali.
rule. This ain't Cali. This
They're
is
not
Arizona.
gonna let you go back.
Recreational can't go back.
Huh? That sucks for them.
Yeah, recreational can't go back.
That's like when you go to the Blockbuster Video back in the day, and you can't go to the.
To the adult section.
Just to be clear, at all ages, I walk directly into that.
Directly in.
And people will be like,
I don't care if there's a
They'd be
black
like,
curtain
"What?"
or a red rope.
I'm like, I want to see titties.
Right in there.
I want to see the front of these boxes. I know my mom's going to grab me by my ear any second now.
I'm going to see all of them first.
Snapshots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually she would come in there and be like, can we rent this one? Come on. I'd go for like the worst one.
That would be
too.
the last time anybody ever saw my face in a Blockbuster.
You would get the.
If you don't know what Blockbuster is,
It's not that
Press-
decrepit yet.
press like and then ask somebody down in the comments to
Hit
fill you in.
subscribe too, and
Yep.
have your notifications on so that you can catch all the stuff that we have coming out also, which will be great. I also learned that cactus hurt here.
Oh, cactus can be painful.
Like you
As
get
a
near these
motherfucker.
desert ones, and some of them look a little like, I'm gonna take a picture next to it. There's not huge. No, the little dull looking stuff, it hurts too.
So bad.
It does. And
So bad.
And they got like ooze.
And they have tiny little hair prickle things. You don't even see them. You can't see it, but when you touch it, it just slivers its way right into your bone. And just
I have a tough time watching those videos of people like bail into fucking.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck are they?
I can't.
They
even,
get up and it's just. I've had
you're
one
wearing
good
a
prick,
fur coat of
like on
cacti.
my arm when we were hiking and just went down like a rough area.
What would it take in money to get you to wear a fur coat of cacti?
Buddy.
Just
I
a
don't
coat
know.
made of cactus to actually put your arm into each sleeve and then wear that
I don't
coat.
know. That's a level. I have a high pain
Bro,
tolerance.
that's
I don't know. I don't know.
That's a pretty rough one.
You know I'll do crazy shit, but
that's painful. That's insane.
I'm not the biggest fan of like that sadistic level of self-pain. That is the one I got. My kids were around, so I didn't want to.
That reminds me of those would you rather's where it's all bad things. Like would you rather fart marbles? No. Was it burp marbles or fart cheese?
And they're like
broken teeth or just like cheesy pants every time. Like that's just,
I don't want any.
No,
of
they're
this.
always. It's always a bad choice.
I don't like any.
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
a terrible, terrible game. I like the better ones where you get to just theoretically choose the better side of things.
Yeah, that's always good too. Just make a real easy choice between. I don't want to do anything with marbles coming out of any orifice in my body.
No marbles and no cheese orifices.
I played with marbles when I was a kid. How weird is that? Because I had uncles that were young.
I was never really into the marbles and jacks. Is that what you're talking about?
No,
or are you talking about like
you
the
put a
shooting
circle-
marbles?
Yep.
Shooting marbles, yeah.
And you win.
Yeah.
I remember playing my uncle. I finally got my first like bag of marbles. He had all these good ones, and we went and played. And he knocks all mine out and does it, and then he takes them, and I'm like, "Okay, my marbles." He goes, "Oh no. This is how you play marbles." Because my mom was young when she had me, so my uncles were teens.
Mm-hmm.
They were teaching me like, oh, I remember he was like, "Oh, you got some good marbles too," and I'm like, "You're gonna keep my marbles?"
They were like really older stepbrothers that just got to pick on you and stuff, yeah.
Even better for them, they didn't have the love of a stepbrother for me. They had the uncle love, so they were like, "Nah, we're tough."
I'm teaching you a lesson.
They would like duct tape me to rolly chairs and punch me around the room with boxing gloves.
Nice lesson.
Put me in car seats and put towels over my head and lock me in closets.
Was the lesson don't trust your fucking uncles?
Here's the thing. I would laugh hysterically.
Yeah, you probably had a fucking kick hanging out.
I was a demented.
You're hanging out with your fucking...
My mom would come home and like they would be like pushing me around, hitting, like big oversight, but still. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And they're like,
"You're
"Look at
maniacally
him." That's
laughing.
like saying like the dog likes when you kick him. His tail is wagging. That's what they were doing. Like I'm laughing and she's like,
"We're having fun, right, guys?"
"Oh, Jesus." Yeah. But I mean, they weren't like mean or evil.
Right.
I guess. I mean, if they ever watch this, they'll be like, "Yeah, we used to fuck you up." And he used to laugh. That was my like defense mechanism always in life. I would laugh.
Yeah.
It hurts so good, and you just laugh and yeah. I'm not looking forward to driving home with the idiots in this rain.
Yeah.
It's crazy, I drove in snow in Cali, Arizona. The hardest thing here, weather-wise, is the dust storms.
Whenever it does rain, or we get these dust storms that roll through, you drive by outside of any Walmart or AutoZone, O'Reilly's, anything like that, and that little trash can they have out front is a fucking pyramid of nothing but
Because
wiper
mine's
blade
about to be-
wrappers.
Mine are like I'm trying to wipe my windshield with sandpaper right now.
Do you know when it was last
Fucking limp
time
noodle
I
all
got
over.
new wiper blades?
Last time it rained. That's about what
Think
it is
about
here.
No.
When you bought your car.
The last time when I bought my car, I'm like,
Yeah,
I
you
got
sound-
7,000 miles on these wiper blades right now.
Mine need it so bad, as you saw
Yeah.
when we were but in Arizona,
And in those 7,000 miles, I lived through one storm.
it dries
In
out
those-
like a fucking 80-year-old coochie.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Super.
Yeah. Yeah, shit.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
I want to make sure that everyone is hitting subscribe. Make sure you put down where you're from. We do kind of want to get an idea where all the fans are from here. Like, I know we have Canada. I know we have in Europe, Australia, South Africa,
Yep.
South America,
analytics
Mexico.
has got us all over the world, so I want to know, hey, are we being routed through somebody's VPN
You guys
over
have
there?
snow? Do you guys ever have
Or-
crazy shit? Like, we have haboobs here.
Yeah, haboob. That's the thing.
Monsoon.
We're not cursing. Haboob is a thing.
We don't have natural disasters in Arizona.
Not that I fucking care.
You don't. There's no earthquakes, fault
Yeah.
line. You're not by oceans. There's no hurricanes. We're not in any tornado alley, anything like
Floods.
that. But we do have
You can flood.
a monsoon that what does cause floods. And they're called
Semi-mudslide.
haboobs. You can see these videos of them online rolling over the sea. They're the craziest fucking. Like,
Nuts.
you pull over the side of the road. You do not drive. It's
We had-
mud rain.
We remember I had my window
Mud
taken.
butt.
I
That's
had my
such a good
window
word.
taken out in the Journey. My last vehicle was a Journey. It's a long SUV. It's the third row seating.
You can't
And
drive in it.
I had the whole family in there, and we were driving because it wasn't a haboob. It was just kind of like it is now. It's a little stormy.
But
It's
that
a little
shit
dark.
just hits. Like,
But we were driving, and out here on the edge of town, we have some farmland, and so we were driving out through that farmland.
oh, boob will Bill
And all of a
Cosby you
sudden,
in a heartbeat,
just-
dude.
Look,
You'll
look
be
at all
all-
that. Look at all that brown, and whoosh, couldn't see anything. So I was driving, got the lights, turned them down, put the low runners on, pulled over immediately as soon as I got off the road safe. I was like, okay, we're just going to have to wait this out. Smash!
Yeah.
What the hell? And we looked over and a stick had hit the side of the car. We're parked next to a giant open field. There's miles of openness between the city and my car.
And it just
farm shit.
racked the side
And
of
so
it.
then all of a sudden just whack, shit hit it again. Ears a corner hitting it. Just random shit's hitting my... It's like a knockoff of Twister where instead of a flying cow, there's some kid out there just chucking corn at the car.
Here is crazy,
And
too,
so-
because
and
shit
then a
gets
rock.
blown up from everywhere.
A no shit rock flying through the air.
That was like some dick like me just
Knocks
standing
out-
out there like, hey, look at this car.
It knocks out that back triangle window. I'm trying to make a
Oh.
triangle and fucking it all up with my hand.
Triangle.
Too many shit. So there's the triangle. But that little triangle window in the back of the car there.
Try
There
this
I
out,
did.
too. See how the triangle is.
Yeah.
So we try those turpentines.
That last one was good. Shout out
Real
to you,
good.
Goldsmith. Good shit.
Yeah.
Goldsmith extracts.
Maybe the
Good
fucking
stuff.
combo of like the 5 in a row did it too.
That might have been a thing.
But yeah, on the Eddies shit. Forgot about the Eddies.
Oh, and the Eddie's
Yeah,
kicking
those are
in.
bomb too. Those are
Yeah.
soft and chewy.
Those are really soft and chewy. Those are OGs. Those are some good ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we appreciate everybody. I definitely want the subscribes. Audio is always up. If you have Spotify, if you're on Apple or Android, anything, we're on one of the podcast providers. So the audio from the shows will be there, plus all 80 plus old episodes are all up on audio. We don't have the video up for those. Some of it's shite.
We'll be getting that P.O. box up on the website here soon in the next week or two.
We'll have a bunch of unboxings of the stuff that we have.
And that way we can, so you guys know if you want to get some stuff on, you want to see us unbox it or react to what you send.
Yes, and
We'll
I
have the
want
P.O. box
ideas
on there.
for definitely for like any alien conspiracy stuff, where you're from.
I'd love to hear it. Yeah.
Go to peaceandriot.com.
I got an alien conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get into it another time, but I think that black holes could be a defense mechanism and a cloaking device for alien planets.
I know who thought that theory first.
Who?
The Klingons. They did. And the Romulans. They all had cloaking devices. And the important part of that was they couldn't fire their weapons, though.
That's
when the
not
cloaking
even
devices were
remotely
on.
close. No.
So as
you're
you're
trying
thing,
to.
it's not the greatest.
No.
Like if you have to come in and decloak.
No, it's got nothing to do with it. Stop it. You're way off. You're way off. And I'll explain it another time because at first it involves me having to explain basic.
In Deep Space Nine, the Defiant, it's one of the ships that they make by the Federation.
You're being defiant.
You're
being
It has
defiant.
cloak capabilities, and because it was made by Federation, which is like
Why don't you have the
America,
capability to shut the
Sci-fi
fuck up for a
America
second?
is the Federation. Like America, sci-fi. They
Yeah.
can actually shoot
I
from
get
out
that.
inside
I
the
get
cloak.
that.
It is what they are, though. It's hard to...
It's theoretically possible.
They're like, we're the good guys, but we're going to force our good guy cocks into you dry. I'm done. I don't... Yeah. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
they can shoot out of their
I'm going to
cloaks.
save you from yourself
Yeah.
here. It's been good, everybody. I
Make sure
appreciate
that-
you. We'll see you again. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Check us out, peaceandriot.com.
That one right there.
That's the Nooch710 on Instagram. I'm the Beard710. Check us out.
Yeah.
And we'll see you around next time.
Later.